All right, YouTube family. I know the quality of the video is really bad, but I know that you guys really enjoy this. So one of my student, Jeremiah, had a lead that he wants me to call back and see if we can get the seller. So the property is worth about $365 to $400,000. Seller's asking $250,000. So my goal is I'm going to try to get the seller to come down to about $200,000. So that's a $50,000 discount. So let's just see if I'm able to do this. Okay. So let me see here. So if you enjoy this, make sure you smash that thumbs up. I know the quality is really bad. So if you don't mind, I'm at home, not at my office. And let me know if you can hear that. I just want to make sure you guys can hear that.
Hello?
Jeremiah, you ready? Rock and roll?
I am ready to rock and roll.
Okay. Hey, also too, does the seller have a mortgage on the property? We're always hustling, guy.
I'm sure. I don't believe I asked him.
Okay.
They've owned it for a long while, though. They might not have a mortgage, but I don't know to be sure.
Okay, not a problem. I'll ask him, but make sure the next time when you talk to a seller, when you qualify them, make sure you ask for the mortgage, okay? Okay. And then make sure you ask if they owe, obviously, any liens or debt on the property as well. So his name is James. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I got his phone numbers. Okay, so I am going to call him and then so stay on the phone. Okay, I'm going to add him and then I'm going to merge you in together, okay?
Got it.
All right, dude, let's go. Let's lock this thing up, baby.
Let's get this money.
Let's go get this money. Okay, hold on a second. So his name is James. Let me write down. I'm so glad it's an easy name. So 503 438. I almost. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Good evening. Is this James?
Yes.
Hi, James. This is Khang, and I work with Jeremiah, and I was calling you. I was calling you regard. What's that, James?
I said, what's your name again?
James, my name is Khang. Khang like King Kong.
Oh.
Yeah, you like that?
Okay.
Yep, but I am definitely not as big as King Kong, though.
That's good. He's a pretty big dude, yeah.
So, James, am I catching you at a good time? You got a few minutes to discuss about your property?
Yeah, I got some time. Yeah.
Okay, great. How is your Friday night going so far?
Pretty good. Yeah, I kind of loaded my wife's babysitting our grandkids.
And,
my boy's going out for dinner with his wife. So,
hey, nice. Okay.
They're playing games, so he's having a good time.
Good. Now, James, I want to make sure that we're both on the same page. So if we both can agree on the price, obviously it got to work for you and it got to work for us. So I'm just saying that if we both can agree on a fair price that work for you and work for us, is there anything that's going to stop us from moving forward and getting this deal done today?
I'm sure we can't do it today, but go ahead.
So the thing is, what I mean by that, James, is let's just say we both agree on a price that works for you and work for us. I'm just saying that, are you ready to move forward, get the paperwork done, and sell your property?
I am, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so because I just want to make sure if there's anybody else that we need to bring on the call, then it's probably best if we have them on the call too, you know? So...
My wife has to agree with the prices on me, but
of course
we're doing ours.
Okay, good. So
I have an idea what she wants to do. So
okay, good. So James, are you the main? Are you like the final decision maker, or is it the wife? I just want to make sure.
We're joint.
Okay, good.
And she looks to me.
Okay, got it. Perfect. Okay. So basically, I just got a few questions to ask you regarding the property here, James. I mean, beside getting the right price for the property, James, I obviously know that's extremely important for you and the wifey, and that's our goal, is to hopefully we can come together to an agreement on something that's fair, that works for both. But but my thing is, beside the price, what might be another reason that you guys would looking to consider selling this property?
Another reason?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So beside the price, is there any other reason why you would sell the property?
I don't understand what you mean. I want to sell it. So what does it matter with?
Gotcha. And the reason we asked that question, James, because we have talked to people. I just want to understand like kind of what's the situations, because we have bought a lot of properties, and there are things where if we didn't ask that, we would have got in, and it like there was so much drama in on the deal that if we would have asked that questions, it would have been better off for both parties. So my whole thing is, I don't know if you guys need to move to somewhere else, if there's a time frame that we need to close by, that there's a deadline that you guys need to meet, etc. That's all.
No.
Okay.
No deadlines, no pressure. Well, hey,
Yep.
no pressure on me
Yep.
to sell this property.
For sure.
Because if I don't sell it,
Yep.
I'll keep it and
Perfect.
make some money on it. I can make more money. I know how to make there's a lot of room for profits above and beyond a wholesale sale. So I'm looking for a wholesaler right now.
Okay.
And if we don't have a wholesale, it's not ready to be retailed, right? You saw the pictures, right?
Yeah. So
It's not ready for retail.
Yeah. So as far as so James, how much do you think it's going to cost us to rehab the property to get it to the point where we can actually sell it to a retail?
I know it costs you, but I know it would cost me.
How much would it cost you?
I think it's really getting close. I think it's about $25,000-$30,000 away from me.
Okay, so 25 to 30,000 for the
That's my
rehab.
guess.
Okay.
Maybe less. I just spent $500 a day on a big part of the rehab. Plumbing. I think the plumbing needs to be updated.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
And then I was going to finish off the inside, and I'm pretty good at that. So that's going to cost me less than it costs you, because I don't do I do all my own.
Yeah.
I've got a crew that works pretty reasonable.
I
got some guys that are very skilled.
Oh, nice.
Who are not. I had one guy work for me one time.
Yep.
Great hard worker, but he said, I can't work for anybody.
Huh.
I can't. He painted my house. I had an office building.
Yeah.
And I did some work for him.
Oh, nice.
And we did a trade. And he said he was totally intelligent, a very civilized guy. He was married to a principal of a high school.
Oh, wow.
In a school district, and he was getting divorced because his wife was a jet setter, and he was like to buddy daddy for him. She was in the fast lane and he was in the slow lane. So that you've heard that, right?
Yeah.
She goes out with the boys after work and cocktail hour and stuff, happy hour and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's at home, we were doing woodwork in the garage, right? So
yeah.
She was running. She wanted to be in the fast lane, and he wasn't. He wasn't there. So
if you can make the seller laugh,
anyway, so
you already win 80%.
He couldn't. He was disabled.
Oh.
For what? I couldn't see what it was. Intelligent, friendly, cordial, but he couldn't work for anybody. He said,
"Huh?
I can't have a boss. He had to be his own boss." I know what that's like, because I've been on both sides of that fence.
Gotcha.
When I became my own boss, it became almost impossible to go back.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Almost impossible.
Yeah. Nope, I hear you.
Once you call the shots, that's it.
Yeah.
If you're a leader, and you are able to do that on your own, then you don't want to work for anybody else. It's hard to be a gopher when you're learning, once you've got the knack of being, you had the skill to begin with, and then all of a sudden you get trusted in that job, that role to be the boss man. I have a kid that did that, and he's the boss man of his own company. He hires and fires.
Yeah.
And doesn't even blink. He doesn't even blink.
Wow. No, James, I totally agree with you. I mean, once you have become your own boss, it's really hard to go back and listen to directions when you are so used to making your own call and shots. So.
Right.
I hear you. So, James, I mean, it sounds like, so are you a general contractor by trade, or are you just a handyman?
I'm retired. I'm taking up this as a relief valve for my previous occupation.
I see. Gotcha. Okay. And this property, James, is it your primary resident or is it a rental?
It's neither.
Oh, it's not. Okay. So
It's sort of an investment property, not a rental.
I see.
I wasn't sure. Yeah,
how long have you owned it?
about 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
I'm a little slow on my flips.
I see.
My rehab.
Oh, okay.
My original plan was to get some rental income and appreciation on the value.
You know, it makes sense.
And so.
James, are you there? Hello, James?
This little house is. They're inspired by the work I've done so far.
Yeah.
The house looks way better than before.
Yeah.
I cleaned up almost all the junk. There's a little kind of funky trailer still there.
Yeah.
And a few tires. You got to move out. But I spent like $4,000 to get the crap out of the building.
So likes to talk. We gotta let him talk.
$1,000 for the dumpster and about $5,000 for the crap hauled off the building, off the premises, and finally looking decent again. And the people that drive by there,
Yeah.
they wave to us now, and they think we're doing the greatest thing in the world.
Sure.
It's a cute little neighborhood,
Yeah.
and it's out in the country,
Yeah. Nice.
and it's a little country store right
Yeah.
across the bridge.
Yeah.
Like beautiful creek that goes by.
Yeah.
Year-round creek.
Yeah.
Lots of water, and it's in a flood zone on the lower half of the property.
Sure.
But the house is safe.
So
House has been dry.
okay. So James, is that mean we also got to get flood insurance?
I hope not.
Yeah.
There's none on it right now.
Okay.
And I bought a piece of property in Salem that had under the
Sure.
doing a Fannie Mae,
Yep.
and the Fannie Mae will screw you. So I should have gotten other
Yeah.
loan programs. I didn't know that.
Sure.
Oh my God, I was paying more than a freaking house payment by the time I moved out of that place.
Oh, geez. So
Because the Fannie Mae insurance, monthly Fannie Mae insurance, Fannie Mae which FEMA
yeah.
was more than a damn house payment.
Jeez.
But there's other sources, and so
Yeah.
we did this stupid ass lender. I didn't know. I never heard of them before, and I should not have gone to them.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I
So
mean,
there's other sources for flood insurance besides the FEMA. I do not go FEMA.
Okay.
I do not.
okay. We will.
But the lender right now is
Yeah.
we're on a GI loan.
Okay.
It's not a Fannie Mae
Okay.
loan, and it's not requiring flood insurance.
Sure. Okay.
So,
Good.
And the property, I'm sure, is the main house.
Yeah.
If I was gonna use it as a rental, you got to notify some flood zone. The garage,
Yeah.
is a 2-car garage
Okay.
that could be subject to water
Okay.
if it was a if it flooded.
Okay.
But
So
my HC,
okay.
100-year floodplain. I'm 75. So
Well, I mean, James. Yeah. Well, I mean,
my lifetime, I'm almost personal experience for the flood zone.
I got
I
you.
can tell you.
I got you. Well, James.
I don't have 100 years yet. My mom's 97, so
Wow.
she bounced in the flood zone. Yeah.
God. Okay. I mean, James. I mean.
They should bring her around when they're trying to raise the flood zone. They should bring my mom with them. No, I don't think so. It's been a little bit high over here, but never flooded here.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, James, you definitely don't sound like you're 75. You sound like you're 55. So
Yeah.
James, my question is, how many fix and flip have you done?
How many of these what?
How many fix and flip have you done?
I've done any flips. I've kept everything I redid.
Okay.
And I've got about five or so properties.
Oh, nice. Okay, and this is the only one that you currently want to sell right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sell right.
Sure. And James, what do you think this property is worth after we fix it up?
It depends on how you fix it. I think it's worth easily. I think I would not. If I was going to build it,
Yep.
I would want to make it 450.
Okay. So you think it's going to be worth about 450 once we rehab it really nicely? Okay.
If you did it my way,
Sure.
the way I told your guy this morning,
Yep.
it would be worth 450.
You got it. Okay. So I will chat with Jeremiah on that. Okay. And then.
But here's what I want to do. I can see the picture.
Sure.
It's a lot of open space.
Yep.
And the best news, and I'm a family entertainer guy, you know.
Okay.
20 people over, Christmas dinner, you know.
I like that.
Birthday parties for the kids. You know, you pack the house and you have a big cake and stuff and barbecue outside and people coming and going and they have a great time together and there's unity in the family. And it shows you how to love your family and it teaches every.
He's breaking. James. Are you still there? Hello? For some reason, I'm having a little connection issue with you, James. But I think you're probably... Yeah. Well, I mean, James...
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. James, do you have a pretty big family?
Yeah. We have my wife had a family of her kid. She had 5 kids. I have 3.
Okay.
We have cousins that lived... my oldest brother, we helped him move into Scappoose with us, and he had 3, and we have still a lot of big parties together.
Hey,
and
James,
family, yeah.
James, as long as I am invited to the next party, maybe because you sound like someone's really fun to hang out with.
Thanks. Yeah, I like to think so.
You sound like James. James. You sound like you have a lot of good stories, a lot of good, funny, crazy stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So James, on this property here, is there a mortgage for us to pay off?
Yeah. There's about 100,000 left.
Okay. So there's 100,000.
Okay. I paid it down 16 since I got involved in it. Yeah.
Sure, I understand.
It's pretty low interest rate and. The GI loan and
sure.
My thought was my original plan was to make it a rental.
Yep.
And you know, and move someone in right away. And
how much? James, how much do you think we can get in rent?
I think it's a couple $1,000, probably, given the current rates.
Like okay, so a couple thousand, like 2,000 or so a month.
Yeah. I've got a couple of rentals.
Oh, nice.
I've got a few. My wife. I'm way underpriced on rentals. I'm too easy. I'm too nice of a landlord.
Hey, so, well, you know what?
I've been living in a good rapport with the tenants.
Oh, good. I mean, hey, listen. Like, I believe that the good always wins. So, you know, whatever you do to others, it's going to come back. So if you treat others well, I'm sure that you're going to be taken care of. So, I mean, on this property here, James, what are you hoping to get for the property once the mortgage is paid off, you know?
Well, I want to net. No, I would. I don't.
You see how I talk about the net?
I figure what's the value of the property, and then
I talk about the net amount.
And whatever that is comes off the top.
Sure.
Of course. That's how you do it. But by the way, I've got a lot of real estate background.
Oh, nice. I can tell.
So I know more about real estate than any lawyer in the whole county. So
I can tell.
Except maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
But most lawyers nowadays don't know a damn thing about the real estate.
They just want their money.
They couldn't tell you what fee simple title was.
Yeah.
They don't know what that means. And they don't understand who owns the roads, you know, even.
Yeah.
You know,
they don't.
Who owns the roadways, you know? Oh, the roadways are not owned by the city.
So once the mortgage is paid off, do you know roughly
I wanted the gross. I want the gross price to be about $250,
Okay.
and I want to, and it will take the mortgage off that, and then the other liens.
Okay. So beside the mortgage, is there any other liens that we would have to pay off?
Right now, I have a lien on me for $6,000.
Okay. So 106 now. Okay.
That I'm fighting over.
Okay.
The guy I kicked out had the judge made a mistake. It was the first eviction case. And she didn't know what she was doing. And so I filed an appeal, then I dropped the appeal, and I'm in court right now, and so it's still pending. I was going to make him an offer, but I didn't want to make an offer until I finished kicking his ass first, and then and so anyway, this guy's a lawyer that claims he went to is a National Guard. I'm thinking, just a minute. I'm a National Guard guy, right? I graduated from the National Guard. I was in Vietnam during I was a National Guard.
Well,
and I went in, and so the pay is like crap.
Yeah.
So why would a lawyer fresh out of law school go into the National Guard?
Why?
Because he ain't worth the damn. He's a crappy lawyer.
Oh.
So whatever.
I gotcha.
So there's no career in the National Guard for a lawyer.
No, I hear you. Now, James. So basically, you like to sell for $250,000, right?
Yeah, that would be the gross.
Okay.
And then subtracting the
100
and the mortgage on it. Yeah, and I'm paying the tax right now. The taxes are paid up.
Oh, man. So let me do the math really quick here. So we got 250. That's the gross minus 106 because you got a 106 lien on it. So we're talking about what is it? 0. What is it? 441. So is that correct?
I'm sure it's under 100 now, but it's probably like 90 something, 99. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not going to turn pay off. I had a payoff letter this about. We got a payoff letter about 6 months ago.
Okay. Well, James, how about this? What if I can get my company to take care of all the closing costs and all the fees too, so you don't have to worry about it? Which means we'll pay for all the excise tax, the transfer tax, the title insurance, the escrow fee. If there is any real estate commissions or anything involved, we will be the one who pay for it. I just want to know from you, James, is like after everything's said and done, like what's the least you're willing to, like what's the least you want to walk away with that in your pocket?
I've done escrows before, so I know how to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So do you know like what's the least you're willing to walk away with net after we pay for everything?
Well, I've done a arithmetic yet, but the gross price would be $250 less all the other deductions, which would be the mortgage lien.
Yep.
First mortgage.
Yep.
Any taxes prorated.
Okay.
Prorate insurance. Prorate everything, right?
Yep.
The closing and
so
if I don't have this lawyer lien figured out, I'd come off too.
Yeah.
Off my end.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So typically so if I go, because typically it'll be right around 3%. So 250, so now down to 242 minus 100. Standard
real estate terms.
Yeah.
On closing, which means.
So 142.
I insure the title.
Yeah.
And I have clear title. Yeah. I would let less those two liens.
Yeah.
And but you got to find an insurance. Title insurance is not my. I don't issue insurance, and I'm not the underwriter.
Yep.
I'll have to decide.
So
and then that's to me.
So James, James, tell me if I'm right or wrong here. So after I minus everything, I think you would. I mean, best case, you walk away with $136,000.
I don't know. Whatever it might be. Whatever.
Okay. So basically, So the sale price is $250, and then minus whatever the cost is.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Got it. Okay. But my question to you is, so if I do that, you walk away with about 136 or so.
It doesn't matter to you.
Yeah.
You pay what you would only pay $250. That's it.
Right. So James, here's where we're coming in at. Since we're all willing to buy the property in assets conditions too, so we take care, obviously, all the repairs, all the work. There's nothing there's nothing you have to do. Like once you sign the paper, you're done.
Right.
You don't have to go back and see the property. You take whatever you want out of there, and you leave whatever there it is. My question to you, James, I mean, 250 is probably going to be a little bit too high for us to actually make it work. So I was wondering, like, oh man, James, would you
Make an offer?
Yeah.
If you don't like that price, you make an offer, and I'll say yes or no.
Okay, I like that. So James, would you consider? So after we ran our numbers, here's what my finance department gave me. Would you consider 205,575? So that's $205,575.
Probably not, but probably not.
Okay.
But I don't want to. You make a serious offer, then we'll talk.
Well,
if that's where you're starting at, that's a no-go. So.
Okay. So James, I mean, so James, I want you to understand that we are very serious and we're very interested in obviously moving forward to buy your property. And I know that, so I understand from you, it seems like the 205 it's absolutely too low for you. And I know the 250 is not going to work for us. So my question to you, James, is where do we need to be in price for us to move forward to do this today?
250.
Final?
You haven't made an offer yet.
I did. I made you an offer at
205? No deal.
Okay. So James.
Come back later.
So I got you. So James,
okay.
So 205 is no deal. But my question to you.
Right, exactly. We're done. That's all you got. We're done.
No. I mean, James, we have room to move up. My question to you is, we're at 205. It's too low for you, and 250 is not going to work for us. I just want to know from you is like, what's your final price that we would have to be at for you to actually say, hey, what's that?
You can throw all the words in the world you want at me. It's not going to change my mind about what I want to do with this deal.
Got it. So
I'm at 250. You're at 205. We're not going to make a deal there.
I mean, would you be able to kind of split and then we meet somewhere in the middle?
Maybe. But I want to. Hey, listen. Here's the other thing.
Yep, I hear you.
I'm not going to. I don't. Are you the underwriter, or you get somebody else to go to?
No, so basically my job is I'm supposed to, so the finance department gave me the number, and then my job is to present it to you, James, and then once we agreed, and then I'll take that price to my underwriter, and then they will approve it, and then we move forward. We'll send you the purchase and sale agreement. We figure out the closing date. We'll send it to you. You sign, we sign, and then we move forward, and we typically can get this thing closed for you in the next, let's just say 30 to 45 days or sooner. So, and James, I understand exactly where you're coming from. I know that 205 is way too low for you, but that's like a no deal. My thing to you is, would you be able to meet us in the middle? If I can get, if I can get them to come up, my finance department to come up, let's just say, so we got 250, 205. Well, let me see, 250 minus 205. That's a 45 divided in half. So each come up 22,000. So which mean 205 plus 22, which mean the purchase price 227,000. If I can get that approved, James, would you be ready to move forward to get the paperwork done and sell us your property?
I don't even know who you are.
Well, Jen,
I think you're a prospector looking to take a deal to some broker that you're going to go to, who'll tell you hell no after I spent two months on this project.
So
I don't know who you are. I need some bona fides from you.
Okay, got it. So James,
okay.
So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to text you over our company websites. We've been in the business for over 12 years. We have 14 rentals. We've done anything from fix and flip, obviously, to rehab, selling
I'm
it.
not gonna let you manipulate me with your.
Yeah,
But are you a prospector or not?
James, I'm not. I work with a group of investors, and this is what we do. We buy houses, we fix them, we flip them, or we fix them up, and we keep it as a long-term rental. And like I said, I'm willing to send you over our websites or email. I'll send you over even the title company that we work with, because that's who we're going to use to close on this transaction. You can certainly call them. You can call them. You can call them. What's that?
Who do you work with?
Me, Jeremiah. So
who's your title?
We go through Crossline Title Company. So they, closed line. Wait, hold on. Closed line settlement. They close almost in 50 states. They're based out of New York, but they have branches that close almost in 50 states. I was sent.
I did a deal out of Florida.
Yeah,
they were great. They were great.
Okay, so
the mortgage companies are assholes. I don't like to deal with.
Well, okay, Michael. So my thing is, I understand your concern because you don't know who I am. And you're worried that this could be some kind of scam or whatever it is. So I will send you over all the information.
I'm not worried about a scam.
So
I'm don't look for your scam. Anybody's scam.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. So
I don't worry about scams.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I know how to deal with scams.
Okay, nice.
I've been a scam finder all my life.
Okay, got it. So, but the thing is, James, just to make sure that we're all on the same page and that you're comfortable with moving forward with us, I'll send you over all the details, all the information as far as in the title company, the escrow agent. You can call, you can verify us, all of that. But that's who we use to close on the transaction. My question to you, James, because I don't want to waste your time or our time, is that if I go back to so if I go back to my finance department and if
we're 45,000 apart from what you say. I'm not sure. You had a man come out and look at it today. Feeling a pretty savvy guy. Let's check what his real estate experience is. Pretty cool kid. I like him.
Jeremiah, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And,
he is.
But I'm not sure how much experience he has, and I'm not sure what his opinion was. But he saw my crew working.
Yeah.
And they were kicking ass when he was there. They were hammers and.
Hello, James. James, you're cutting in and out.
Showed us some of my dreams about how I'd laid it. I was going to keep it myself, move in there, or sell it.
Right.
As somebody else's dream home,
Sure.
And so
I understand.
Yeah, you can feel the love I have for the property. And
nice.
You would have too. It's got a beautiful, creek going by. And one of my friends who's a real skeptic, he doesn't like real estate investments. And all he goes, Jim, that's the best property you got, man.
How can someone not like real estate? I mean, it's
I know exactly. It's really fulfilling.
It's better than stocks. It's better than stocks. It's safer than crypto. It's safer than stocks. I mean, if the bank is willing to loan you on it, it's real. That's right. Yeah. Real asset. So I mean, James, so basically we're $45,000 apart, just like you mentioned. My question to you is that if I can go back and get them to come up $22,000, which is we split the different. So the purchase price will be $227,000 as a purchase price. Could you work?
I'm going to say yes or no now.
Okay.
So go check it out and contact my wife and see if it would come up that makes that much of a concession. But I don't. Here's the deal.
Yep.
The property's got a lot of plumbing to do still.
I know that.
I was gonna put in a new line from the pump.
Yeah.
Your guy saw the pump working today.
I mean, well, so I mean, James, I mean,
brand new pump. Plenty of water. There's a lot of water there.
Yeah.
And, septic system.
Yeah.
I didn't think it's hitting the septic tank.
Well, James, I mean,
that's kind of dirty work, yeah.
But wait, James, I didn't know that it's on a well and septic. When was the last time that you got the septic? When was?
Whoa, you're way off. This is 2 miles out of the city of Scappoose.
Okay. Yeah. Well. So my question to you is, when was the last time that you got the septic inspected and pumped?
I just booked it 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so it passed, which is good.
And it was about a $900 pump job. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, James, going back to the price, I know. So would the 227 work for you, or would that not work for you?
Well, since I've been putting a lot of money in the property lately to get it ready to go.
Sure, I understand.
I'm keeping it. So I got to talk to my wife. So that number might be a little bit past due, because I think I was asking 225 before, and I got offers pretty close to that. And so since I've been putting a lot more money into it, $5,000. I'm talking about $5,000 for hauling off these scrap RVs, and $1,000 for the septic tank. I put almost $1,000 in to have the well checked. There's 2 wells in the property.
Okay.
160 deep.
Okay.
It turned out to be a dry hole.
Okay.
And at some point, somebody had a pressure tank on it.
Sure.
Must have gone dry after they drilled it. That's a deep hole. And
So the thing is, right now, I mean, I can feel his energy. I just got to go aggressive on him.
And there's some shallow wells.
Got it.
My shallow well got a ton of water in it.
Got it.
And I didn't know that was feasible. And so what happened was, apparently the guy that lived here that bought the property from, he let the well pump die and never fixed it.
I mean,
the pump was only $200. $200 pump.
Yeah, that is nothing. So James,
what's the plumber cost?
Okay. Okay, James. I mean, here. So I just want to be straight up and be honest with you, James. Like, here is the vibe that I'm getting from you, and I know that you are a straight shooter. I am a straight shooter. So the vibe that I'm getting from you is 227. It's just not going to work already, right off the bat. So why don't we just cut to the chase, James? So you tell me. I know 227 is not going to work for you now. So could you just tell me a price less than 250 that would actually work for you, where you'd be like, hey, Khang, if you guys can do this price, let's get it done. If you guys can't, don't even call me back.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
How many houses have you bought like this?
I think
you don't do it like that. If you want to make a counter offer, make a counter offer. I told you 250.
Well, I did make it. Well,
you said, you said 205, and I said no.
Yeah, and then I said, would you split the difference? And you said possibly. And then so I basically tell you. So now we're sitting at 227. Will that work for you? And it sounds to me like it's not going to work for you already, because you say you have a price, you have an offer that's probably higher than that. So my thing is that why don't we just?
I'm only working with you right now. So the thing is, this house is a moving target, because
sure,
it's getting better every day.
Okay.
I keep making more and more steps. I'm going to do the yard tomorrow.
Sure.
So, yeah. So and then I'm going to put the bathtub in and
sure,
put the toilets in and start putting the cabinets in the kitchen and stuff. And cabinets are a pretty big expense for a building.
Sure.
And
I absolutely.
So I'm moving forward, and everything.
Sure.
Every time I move forward, then I got more invested. I need to ask a little bit more.
Of course.
Because there's less of the new buyer to put into it.
Of course.
Also, it makes it more attractive to the new buyer, because you can see the potential.
Of course.
A little better.
Of course.
And before that was a complete wreck, like a tear down.
Of course. And James.
And the bones are good though. So that this is not a tear down. The last house I did, I put a new foundation under it, concrete, lifted the house 8 inches, put a new roof on it, reframed the roof, and tore down the new sheetrock, new floor coverings, new cabinets, everything new electrical.
Yeah.
And this house is better than that. Doesn't need that. So
I hear you.
It's pretty solid right now, and pretty level and square.
Well, so I mean, the thing is, James, like if you got the funds for it, and if you have the time, and if you want to fix up the property, then that might be the better route for you to go with. I mean, you're probably going to end up getting more for the property if you go that route, where you know.
Exactly. I could make another $100,000.
There you go.
Get the project myself, but I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Because I've already got my hands full, and my age and stuff, and my time available, and my family obligations.
Sure, I understand that.
So So it's a time issue.
I understand.
But I'm not going to take, get scalped on the property. So
Sure.
I get to do it myself. I will hang in there and finish it.
I understand.
So, yeah.
Right. No, and
so I'm not under any pressure.
sure, I understand that.
I just have some preferred
Sure.
options, and I prefer to spend my time on this cute little house on 12th Street, which I'm going to keep.
Sure.
But it's probably worth a couple $1,000 a month, which I'm not getting anything for, and I've said it for 2 years. So
sure,
I'm losing money on this letting that sit there.
Sure.
So I want to get this going.
Sure. I completely understand where you're coming from, James. I mean, so why don't we do this, James? I mean, why don't you chat with the wife over it and see where you guys coming in from, and then
if she's interested in coming down, I'll talk to her.
Yeah. And then I will call, and then maybe we can touch base back tomorrow. Okay.
Sure.
All right, James. I appreciate your time, James. Thank you so much. And
thank you too.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So chat with the wife, and I'll call you back tomorrow.
Great.
All right. Have a good night. Bye, James.
You too. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Hello?
All right, Jeremiah. So
that guy is that is not how he treated me. That was
he must like you better, dude.
I mean, I think he was surprised to see that I was black when I showed up.
And then
he just wasn't ready for that, because he definitely made some like anti-Semitic and black people I don't really care for him jokes while we were on the phone. Yeah. And so obviously hearing your accent, I don't think he very much enjoyed that.
Yeah, so I mean, here's kind of where we stand, James. Basically, what I'm gonna do is that I'll let you touch base with him again tomorrow and just say, hey, I know you chat with Khang yesterday. It seems like you guys, haven't agreed on the price. He did admit, it seems like you will want to chat with the wife a little bit and kind of, talk over the price. So maybe you can touch base with him tomorrow, Jeremiah, and kind of see where he's at. Because even at the 250, dude. So, I mean, he estimated the property's going to worth 450. That's probably, you believe that's over. That's too high, right?
Let me check the CMA one more time real quick.
Yeah, because if the ARV is like 365, bro, and we get it for 250, we got, the buyer got to pay all the closing costs, all the fees. It's going to cost 50, at least. I'm thinking probably 40,000 based on all the information he's given me, that the house probably going to need, a complete updated. So, 250 plus 250 plus 240, that's 290. Buyer has to pay all the closing costs, all the fees. Actually, it seems like he's going to be okay with paying all the he's going to be okay with paying the seller closing costs. So now the buyer's in 290. We got to make our cut. So if we add in 20,000 on top of that, so now we got to be at like 310. And if the buyer can only sell for 365, dude, there's probably not enough skin in the game for them.
Yeah,
unless
the ARV is likely based on a local agent that I trust very well. They're saying top dollar is possibly 360 to 370.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do then. You're gonna call him back tomorrow, and then chat with him, and then see where he's at with his price. If he's stuck in that 250, dude, what we're gonna do is, dude, maybe we lock it up for 250 and tell him, hey, if we're gonna accept the 250. And then if he can give us a 30 days inspection on it, and then in that 30 days, dude, we're going to try to find ourselves a buyer and then see if we can try to renegotiate and turn this into a deal. And maybe, we get under contract for 250 and we're going to try to market it for 270. Let's see if we get any buyer that's going to bite on it. And then we can always go back and renegotiate. Okay. So follow up with him tomorrow. And then let me know how it goes. And if he's stuck on that 250, just don't accept it yet. Text me, and then I'll let you know, and then call him back and say, hey, let's go ahead and move forward with this, but if you can give us the 30 days inspection on it, that would help us. Okay. And then let's see if we can still turn this from a no deal into a deal.
All right, I'll give it my best. I'll give him a call tomorrow, and I'll see where he's at, and be like, all right, well, let me go ahead and get with finance, and I'll get right back with you.
Sounds good, man. And I mean, listen, if it worked, great. If it doesn't work, then we just have to move on to the next one.
Yeah, we got more coming in.
Good, man. All right, Jeremiah. I'll chat with you tomorrow, dude.
All right, chat with you soon.
All right, dude. Good night, player.
Good night.
I mean, that's all you can do. And in case for those of you who don't know, I do have like a stutter problem. So when I'm talking to a seller, sometimes, I'm trying to get the word out, but it wouldn't come out right. But anyways, I mean, that's all you can do. He came back, we make an offer. He came back like really strong. So I came in and toward the end, obviously he's like not budging. So I push him back. I say, hey, maybe it's best if you got the time, you got the cash, maybe you just fix it up. And he said, hey, that's not what I want to do. I mean, what can you do, Because he came in pretty aggressive. And then I try to come back. I'll be like, hey, dude, like to me right now, like I don't even care this is a deal or not a deal anymore. So you got to come back and dude, like you got to lay it out. And a lot of times when they come in strong, dude, I mean, you just really got to feel the conversation. I know even if I back down, this guy ain't the guy. So I need to come back and I need to put him in his place. And then I'll tell him, hey, maybe if you got the money, you got the time, do this. And he came back and said, hey, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well, why don't you chat with your wife and see if you guys can come down on price? Because right now it seems like we're not able to come to an agreement. And once again, like when a seller's not that motivated to sell, to get rid of the property, all you can do is the best that you can and just move on to the next deal. Like I wouldn't dwell on this. Like we'll call him back. We'll put him in a follow-up. And if he can agree on a price, great. Right? And if he doesn't work, move on. Because it's not going to work anyway. So a lot of you, what you do is you're trying to force a deal to work when the number already doesn't work. But what we can do is we'll lock it up for $250. And we let the seller know up front, you got to give us a 30 days inspection. We fish it out to our buyer. And maybe our buyer said, hey, 270 is not going to work, man. But, dude, I'll buy for like 230. So if the buyer said, hey, so now we got a buyer. Now we got inventory. We push it out to our buyer. And buyer said, hey, 230 is what I'm going to pay for it. Then we come back to the seller and we can be in a stronger position because now we got a buyer at 230 that's ready to close. And we'll come back with the seller and we'll be like, hey, dude, we done the inspection on the property, dude. It's going to need not 20K, not 30K like you said. It's probably going to need $50,000 to $60,000 in rehab. Here's where we're at with our price. If you want to move forward to close on this property, we're going to be at like, let's just say 205 or 210, right? And then try and make a spread in there and renegotiate the deal. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, well, guess what? We just pick up a cash buyer because we got inventory to market. It's a win-win for us. All right. So if I were you guys, I would back away from it, give him a few weeks, and then he might change his mind. He knows he needs to sell. He's just trying to play a game. Yeah, I mean, that's all we can do. We're going to follow up with him tomorrow, see how it goes, right? And then continue to keep him in his pipeline. Typically, what I like to do with this kind of lead is we follow up, and then we do a 15, 30, 60, and then 90 days follow up. Right? Like we do not let any leads fall out of our, like once they're in there, dude, they're stuck in there until they sell to us or they sell to somebody else. That's just how it is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this call. All right. And this just how it is. Not every call will go like you want. Not every call you will close a seller. So I just like to keep it real. I like to keep it raw on here, just like that. I appreciate all of you that's here with me. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys on the next live. Ciao.